with your pick. I said, John Charles, centre-half, or John Charles, centre-forward. Take a pick.
Fantastic when you think that we've played 38 matches, only lost 2, 61 points, and Liverpool are still behind us.
And Clark going in, and Alan Clark has put Leeds ahead.
Leeds United have won by 3 goals to 2.
There's the strike. Wonderful goal. Wonderful Yeboah.
Sends an across from the right. There's Viduka. He scored this time. And it is his first goal for Leeds United.
Leeds have turned it around. Leeds are in front. It's captain Jermaine Beckford with the goal. And there ends Leeds United. League One nightmare.
And welcome to a brand new era at Ellen Road. This team never gives up. This team are just awesome.
Okay, we're almost ready for yet another crucial game in Leeds United's centenary season. Short journey up the A1 and the A19 to Middlesbrough. And it's a game that Leeds United know if they can pick up the points, if they can pick up the 3 points from this game this evening, they will significantly extend the lead over some of the chasing teams. Nottingham Forest having drawn a little closer last night, but of all those in the chasing pack who were playing last night, Forest were the only ones to succeed. So Leeds have a chance again tonight in this game to just begin to build a bit of a gap between themselves and the rest. That's the importance of the fixture, the first of 2 away games this week, both of which of course we'll be covering on LUTV. And I'm delighted to say that alongside me this evening, fresh from a trip to Flamingo Land, feeding the lions, is Ben Parker.
Good evening, Brent. Good evening, everyone else. Feel like there's a pun in there.
Maybe. I don't know what it is. I couldn't work it out. I'll come up with it later.
Feeding Middlesbrough to the Lions. Shall we go along the Lions with?
It's not bad, mate. Stick to the day job.
It's got a feel of could be a big evening, a pivotal evening in the Championship. Everyone's going to say now they're all big games between now and the end of the season. I agree 100%. And these are the teams you expect to come to and beat. And over to our right-hand side, what a following, by the way, from the Leeds United fans. What you expect. There's a lot of Middlesbrough fans dressed as empty seats tonight, dotted around the ground. But we were just speaking there, Bryn, off the air, wasn't we, saying it's always important to start a game well, start it bright. Tonight more so than ever, because I think the Middlesbrough fans, they're ready to jump on the players' backs. 10 games without a win, it's a sticky period. Again, they made some changes to the starting lineup, maybe a change in formation. They've been having 3 at the back with 2 wing backs. They might go to a flat back 4. That's what we had a look at in the warm-up. They might do, but again, it's all about us. Start bright. An early goal would be crucial. Get an early goal and turn the fans on the back, hopefully.
So let's look at the 2 sides, starting with the home team. 3 changes that Jonathan Woodgate has made to his starting 11 after that poor run that Ben's just mentioned, and of course after defeat at the weekend. So Tavernier comes into the starting 11, former Leeds man Adam Clayton's in the starting 11, and Hayden Coulson comes back in, having been dropped for the last game. And the players they replace, Assombalonga, Morrison and Johnson, are all on the bench for Middlesbrough this evening. So Jonathan Woodgate makes changes to bring about a change. Leeds United, well, they are forced into their one and only change to the starting 11 this evening. Calvin Phillips not fit enough to make it, despite optimistic noises being made since the game at the weekend. But Kiko Casilla is okay, and he takes his place in the starting 11, and Berardi comes in as a replacement for Phillips. So again, we say, very familiar look to the Leeds starting 11. The news on the bench, no Agustin as a potential replacement for Leeds United this evening. He's not on the bench and not amongst the subs. So Leeds United will be in the change strip here this evening. No real necessity. Maybe they could have changed the shorts. Middlesbrough in red, white, red. Leeds United in charcoal grey and shocking pink. And the 2 sides captains come together in the centre circle now. George Friend of Middlesbrough, Liam Cooper of Leeds. And as Ben mentioned, a fantastic backdrop for us over on the far side of the ground. We're watching from opposite the camera gantry, by the way. So some of the angles and some of what we talk about may seem a little bit different to those who are viewing the pictures this evening. But the Leeds United fans, as far as we're concerned, we're on the opposite side of the stadium to the huge Leeds following, and I wouldn't mind betting, just scanning the stadium currently, that there are a few Leeds United fans quite possibly dotted in amongst the Middlesbrough supporters as well, particularly as I think tickets went on general sale for this game. And it's a short run up the road to get here, so one of Leeds' closest away fixtures in the Championship, and Leeds United hope it will bring a short but happy journey back to West Yorkshire. This has not always been the happiest of hunting grounds for Leeds down the years. Indeed, Middlesbrough have provided doughty opposition for Leeds United on many previous occasions, but tonight, with Middlesbrough on such a bad run and Leeds form hopefully picking up again, there is something of an expectation around this Leeds United performance, particularly given the benefit that Leeds can give themselves in terms of that push for promotion, the all-important push for promotion. Leeds United are going to get the game underway, and Bamford, the former Middlesbrough man, with the first touch of the evening, plays the ball short to Hernandez, and then Hernandez plays it out to the touchline to Jack Harrison, and then Cooper has it back to Casilla, and Casilla launches it towards the touchline onto the chest of Dallas, and Dallas up towards the halfway line. Harrison sees his attempt to play the return pass to Click thwarted, and it will be a Leeds United throw-in as a result. Down below us in our position in the main stand, just to the left of the halfway line. To mention again, opposite the TV gantry, so the cameras are on the far side of the ground from where we're watching the game. Matchday Live on LUTV, brought to you by Deliveroo Food Freedom. Middlesbrough throw in then. They look for movement in a more advanced position in the Leeds half. Quickly won back the ball by Stuart Dallas, and it goes back towards Berardi on the edge of the penalty area. And Berardi to Ayling, and Ayling goes long, but it's over the head of Patrick Bamford. And it's beyond shot, and the goalkeeper comes out to the edge of the penalty area and then has to retreat a little. Ashley Pears, before he gets his first touch of the ball. Young keeper who's come into the starting 11 this season, played in the game at Ellen Road, kept the first team spot for himself after Darren Randolph's departure. His kick forward results in a free kick to Leeds United midway inside their own half.
Early stages, Bryn, we were just mentioning pre-match about the system Middlesbrough might set up. Is a back four, almost Adam Clayton sitting in front of that as well. They must have kind of planned, I think, for a Calvin to be playing, I think, because they're trying to push people forward. It's up to Ben White just to move those midfielders, create a bit of space for likes of Click, likes of Pablo Hernandez, get in between the lines.
Middlesbrough have had a real problem scoring goals this season. Maybe some would say that Leeds United have as well. Middlesbrough's problem has been conceding them at the other end at the same time. It's been a struggle for Jonathan Woodgate, former Leeds favourite, of course, and still with very warm feelings for the club where his career began. But he's Middlesbrough, who he wants to see do well now, and they attack Leeds with the ball into the penalty area, the first ball of note of the evening, and it's cleared away as far as Clayton, and then comes back for Shotton, and Shotton goes down the channel, but that's going to roll beyond Tavernier and go behind, and that will be a goal kick. But the first ball of menace into the penalty area for Leeds United to deal with there.
Just seemed like Luke Ayling tried to gamble a little bit on the first touch. But I just think from those situations, if the wide man's in front of you, you don't have to kind of gamble. You've got your shape, you've got your formation correct. Don't have to push in and make it easy.
Leeds have the ball at the back on the edge of the D with Berardi. And then Berardi further wide to Luke Ayling. And back it goes to Berardi on the edge of the box again. And then Berardi out to the left side, and Stuart Dallas, and Dallas up to Hernandez on the halfway line, who tries a little back heel into the path of Jack Harrison, but he's got the angles a little wrong there, and it comes out over the touch line right in front of the Leeds technical area, and eventually it will be a Middlesbrough throw-in. Some confusion over who's going to take it, and Johnny Howson, another former Leeds man, is the player with the ball in his hands. Over 200 appearances for Leeds United before he headed off to pastures new, but still held in good esteem, high esteem by many Leeds United fans for his contribution occasionally tough time for the club, but promising young players came through, one of whom is sat next to me this evening. Ball out towards the far side touchline. Leeds United through Helder Costa get the ball into the penalty area for the first time. It's headed away to the edge of the box, and Clayton's there to tidy up for Middlesbrough and play the ball out towards this near side Tavernier, and then Fletcher's come into his own half to try and win the ball for Middlesbrough. He comes off Liam Cooper. Fletcher leaves the ball as it's going to be a throw in to the home team. So Howson operating on this wide right defensive role for Middlesbrough. I think he did played the same role at Ellen Road, didn't he, in the game earlier in the season. Helder Costa wins the ball on the centre circle for Leeds United, then gets it up towards the halfway line. Hernandez, his layoff is just a little bit short of Stuart Dallas, and as a result Leeds lose possession to Saville. Saville back to Shotton, and then Shotton forward up into Leeds territory. Liam Cooper's underneath it with a header. Header clear is to be contested by Ben White, who gets the ball to Hernandez. Over the halfway line it goes. Bamford will battle with Shotton, and the former Middlesbrough man chases up as the ball goes through to Pears, and Pears has sliced that. Is it going to come over the near side touchline? Indeed it is. So it's going to be a Leeds United throw in straight from the right boot of the Middlesbrough keeper.
There's been 3-4 throw-ins for Middlesbrough down this side with Johnny Howson. They're slowing the game down early doors, walking to every little scenario. Ball goes out of play. It's important we keep the tempo high.
Leeds got an early goal against Middlesbrough in the game at Ellen Road. Patrick Bamford was the scorer inside the first 5 minutes. It was a blistering start to that game. Leeds maybe are finding that Middlesbrough have decided that setting the tempo is something to do with that, not letting Leeds have the chance to try and take the game to them in these earlier stages. Stadium's filled up quite well now, still lots of empty spaces at the Riverside, all apart from in the away supporter section, of course, which is completely packed as ever. As Pears takes a goal kick for Middlesbrough. Over the halfway line it goes. Click with a header down, cushions it into the path of Luke Ayling, and Luke Ayling has the ball almost on the halfway line. He comes back though to Berardi, and Berardi now works the ball a little closer to the edge of the centre circle, and then Berardi into Bamford. Bamford pushed to the ground, caught from behind actually there by Shotton, so that's going to be a Leeds United free kick. It's right through the middle. Shotton gets a lecture from the referee, and Bamford rubs his Achilles and then gets slowly to his feet, and he's okay to carry on. And Leeds United have a chance perhaps to deliver a ball into the Middlesbrough penalty area. Shotton is ticked off by the ref, but no more than that, and he goes back into a defensive position to get ready for the Pablo Hernandez free kick delivery. It's switched out to the near side to Dallas, and then Harrison can't get there, and it's cleared up towards the halfway line. Cooper gets his foot underneath that one and gets it all wrong, and the ball sails over this near side touchline, and that's going to be a Middlesbrough throw in, not from the position Johnny Howson hoped to take it from. He's told to retreat a little. You know how this goes. He does retreat, and then he takes 3, 4, 5 steps further up the line to where he started from, and that's almost exactly what happens. Over the head of Dallas, it's picked up by Tavernier. Tavernier taking on Ben White. Ben White stands strong in his way, and then it breaks kindly for Dallas, and Dallas back to Berardi, and Berardi to the far side and Ayling. Now good ball into space to Ben White, and White out wide. Not the best ball from Ben White, just a little shorter Helder Costa. Ayling comes back in to pick up for Leeds. Berardi's under pressure, and he's played the ball back to Kiko Casilla, and Kiko Casilla's under pressure, and he plays the ball calm as you like to the edge of his own 6-yard box, straight forward, and then Leeds through Liam Cooper kick the ball into touch, and that is not a particularly auspicious period of play for Leeds United, but they've won the ball back. Ben White clatters through a couple of challenges. Now Bamford trying to make it look a little smarter. Hernandez can definitely do that with a great ball to Harrison just outside the penalty area, but Harrison is just offside. Flag up, free kick Middlesbrough.
Just approaching 8 minutes, and I think we've been a bit sloppy, Bryn. I know it worked pretty well out there where the ball went back to Kiko, out to Liam Cooper. The next pass goes out of play. Ben White had to do a 50-50 challenge in the middle of the park. Seconds later, just to keep possession, offside. Just a bit sloppy, a bit scrappy. Just need to settle down, keep the ball. We do the basics well. I thought the second half against Reading, we dictated the tempo, we dictated the territory. Just kind of smothered Reading in the second half. Just kind of get back to that rhythm.
Long ball played up towards the edge of the Leeds penalty area, headed away. There's a foul there on Click. He's been dragged back, but he's worked away from the fouling play. Now, surely there's no advantage. Well, no, the referee doesn't play the advantage, and Leeds lose possession. So Click then is dragged down to the ground again. Now, Click is penalised, and then Clayton flies into a challenge on Costa after Middlesbrough have been awarded a free kick, and Click is clearly not happy. Thinks he's got far from the rub of the green there. Initially fouled, referee allowed play to continue. Leeds lost possession, he didn't stop the play, and then Click is adjudged to have fouled his opponent, and so Middlesbrough end up with a free kick after all that.
This is why, as a player, Bryn, you get so frustrated. Just, it's clear advantage, pull it back for the free kick. It'd have been a blatant yellow card as well, but then Click trying to win the ball back, 6.5 dozen of the other. He actually pulled it back and booked the players, so why not we get the free kick off back of that then?
Yeah, strange little period that. So yellow card is shown to Saville, I think, wasn't it? And a free kick is awarded to Middlesbrough. Make of that what you will. So Leeds have lined up 10 yards, probably 15 yards maybe outside the Leeds penalty area as the ball comes up towards the edge of the box now. Over the head of Ayling and Shotton, and it rolls to Stuart Dallas, who thinks about letting it go for a goal kick, thinks again. Harrison has to come in almost on his own byline, and then gets the ball forward. Now Click towards White, who's on the edge of the penalty area. Difficult one for Ben White there. Didn't really want it to bounce up in front of him like it did. Click, though, has come back into, well, try and redeem the situation, but Ben White runs it into touch. It's all just a little bit scrappy from Leeds at the moment.
Just needs to sharpen up in possession, Ben White. That's the subtle difference you find moving from centre-half into the Calvin Phillips role, as we call it. Everything's just a little bit quicker, but he did a superb job on Saturday.
So Middlesbrough play the ball out to the far side to Friend down the left-hand channel, and it comes off the foot. Well, it comes off the foot of the Middlesbrough man, who falls over, Coulson, and it will be a Leeds throw-in which Ayling takes. Berardi with a no-nonsense clearance over the halfway line that Bamford will chase but won't get to. Shotton's there before him, and then Shotton plays the ball up to Tavernier, and then Tavernier back into his own half to Johnny Howson, and then Howson plays a ball forward to Tavernier, who lays it only into the path of Ben White, but then the ball forward straight onto the head of Ryan Shotton. Berardi comes in to win a good defensive header, and then Click, can he get to the ball on the halfway line? Not quite. Friend is big and strong in the challenge. Friend is brought down, is he? No, nothing doing there as far as the referee's concerned, so Berardi gets the ball for Leeds. Costa can't keep the ball in play. The ball is not quite the place Helder Costa wanted it there from Berardi, and his foot was already over the line when he tried to control, at least according to the ref's assistant on the far side as we look at it, and it will be a Middlesbrough throw in.
Well, we've done really well the last two games, albeit at home, but we've got in behind the fullbacks, gone down the side of the centre halves, look for that bit of movement, look for the pass early, not done it once yet.
No, the wide men have not really got in the game at all in these opening stages, Costa and Harrison, and it's Middlesbrough attacking again from a wide position at the moment. Chance for a cross maybe as Click tries to close the door for Leeds. The ball takes a deflection off the heel of Matthias Click, and Saville appeals and gets the throw in, and it's down by the corner flag. So Middlesbrough still in a advanced position. Now George Friend has got a long throw on him, so there's a good chance that he might deliver this one in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. As it turns out, he goes short, and then it's clipped up into the penalty area. Just bounces once and then out to the box. It comes out to Tavernier on this near side, who puts a foot over the ball. Harrison's to his back, and Harrison keeps going, keeps at him, forces him back to the halfway line, where the ball is in possession of Clayton. Clayton just about gets the ball forward to wing, and then it comes infield to House, and then now Tavernier. Tavernier is well closed down by Berardi. No nonsense challenge from the Leeds defender, and the ball is back on the halfway line again with Adam Clayton. Adam Clayton plays it down a channel. Harrison loses out for Leeds, and Middlesbrough picking up the second balls here at the moment. Ball back to Shotton on the halfway line. Now Tavernier just in from the touchline, midway inside the Leeds half. Good foot in from Hernandez. And Dallas to Hernandez. Now Leeds just need a couple of minutes of controlled possession just to settle into this game. At the moment, Leeds not really got going. 13 minutes in, Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United 0. Liam Cooper at the back, the captain. Back to Berardi, and then Berardi forward. Now look at the space for Click in the centre circle to turn into, and then he comes out to this near side and Stuart Dallas. And Stuart Dallas can look up and see a short ball to Click, and Click just drops a shoulder and suddenly works space for himself. There's a load of space over on the far side. If they can play the ball, they can play the ball out to Luke Ayling, just outside the penalty area. He plays it into Bamford for the header, and he's onside, and the goalkeeper drops down to his left-hand side, and Patrick Bamford got in behind the last defender and had a header on goal, and Pears dropped down and just clutched onto the ball.
The way he headed it, he must have thought himself he was offside. First time in the game, we've kept a bit of possession. You could see Ayling was on good 5 seconds early before the ball arrived to him from Click, but got there, cut back onto his left foot, timed his run perfectly, did Patrick Bamford, and that's surely must be going through his head. He must have thought he was offside. Just almost just like a header, really nonchalant back to the goalkeeper. Massive chance.
It was a chance, no question about that. So the first save is a fairly straightforward one, but it could easily have been much more difficult for Pears than it was. Middlesbrough have a throw in. Johnny Howson, right side. It's won in the air by Cooper, and then Berardi goes back to Kiko Casilla. And Casilla delivers back towards its near side touch. A difficult ball for Dallas again. It's headed back towards the edge of the Leeds penalty area, and it comes out for Clayton, and Clayton slices that one terribly. It's not even going to go for a goal kick. It's going to go out for a throw in, almost level with the edge of the penalty area from a position to the right of the D. So not a great shot, but Leeds caused the problem for themselves potentially there, with a slightly over-ambitious ball from the goalkeeper to Stuart Dallas. And Leeds have to try and clear again. Hernandez, nice layoff for Bamford. Bamford caught from behind once more, looks imploringly towards the referee, and then again a free kick is given the other way with a Leeds player down, throw-in rather, a Leeds player down, and the referee goes over to find out what might have happened there. Now it was looking like a potential late challenge, and Pablo Hernandez, who was in discomfort, he's back on his feet now. And we get a replay of this one, and as the ball, he got a straight arm, didn't he there? Pablo Hernandez, not best pleased with the challenge, it would suggest, and his teammates feel the same. Cooper heads out from the back for Leeds from the throw-in, and then Berardi with a clip up to himself, then Bamford dragged down. Yes, I think, no, nothing given there either, throw-in. So quite a lot being let to go here at in the earlier stages of this game, past the quarter-hour mark. Helder Costa, now there's space for Leeds. Pablo Hernandez, the man to hopefully exploit that. He can't get the ball out to this near side, and Harrison, it's miss-hit. Wasn't close enough to his teammate, and so it's going to be a Middlesbrough throw-in. Just the first glimmer now of space for Leeds to play into when they get forward. Middlesbrough in real trouble in the championship table as a result of that poor run they've been on. Just one win this year, not 1 in 10, and results definitely didn't go their way last night. A lot of the teams around and below them picked up points, so the pressure on Jonathan Woodgate has been building, and losing at Barnsley at the weekend, that's not a good walk to do at Barnsley at Oakwood, when you have to walk all the way down the touchline and then in front of the away supporters' end to get down the tunnel. That was not a pleasant walk by all accounts for Jonathan Woodgate. Ayling for Leeds. Good ball forward to Hernandez. Now Leeds begin to move forward with conviction. Hernandez plays the ball into Ayling. Ayling tries to lay it off for Costa down by the corner flag. He can't keep the ball in play. Final touch was off the Leeds player, and so that will be a Middlesbrough goal kick.
Even though the umpire don't want there, just little glimpses, little signs. We're just getting back into a groove, a rhythm that we've had. Like I said, especially the last 2 home games where I thought we've been superb. Just committing bodies forward. The end product will come, but at least we're playing on the front foot. We're keeping the ball, trying to do the right areas. We're always at its best when we try and create that kind of triangle out wide. So difficult for oppositions to mark that. If they do mark that, there's going to be an extra space, an extra body in midfield to utilise. So keep trying to work that overload out wide.
Fletcher wins a header in the Leeds half, but he's done it unfairly, and so it's a Leeds free kick. The challenge on Cooper. Fletcher holds his arms wide as if to say, what did I do? And Liam Cooper spots the ball up for the free kick and then delivers it, pings it straight into the path of Saville. Not the best free kick. Berardi comes to get it back for Leeds. And then it's infield from Luke Ayling to Ben White, and then White lays it off back to Ben White, who can carry it forward. He's got Harrison on this near side. He picks him out with a pass. Harrison just outside the penalty area for Leeds, runs at the defender, still going Harrison, has players off him. Dallas is there, Hernandez is there, and the ball clips up in the air off the foot of the Middlesbrough defender. 3 players come in to meet it, and it comes out as far as the near side touchline for a Leeds throw-in. Dallas takes it really quickly to Hernandez, chests it, gives it back to Harrison. Harrison with a chance to cross this time maybe. Harrison has support from Hernandez, but he goes with a cross. It's a good looking ball as well, and Pears hesitates and then punches one-handed, and then Ayling loses out, and Coulson will attempt to break for Middlesbrough, but he overruns the ball. Then he's fouled by Luke Ayling, and Middlesbrough end up with a free kick just inside their own half.
Things just start coming off. Little deflections here, trying to read the ball, wait for it. People nipping in front of us at the moment. For Harrison, there was a split second. I think we had an overload at the back post. I think Luke Ayling had joined in. There was a chance just to cross the gap between the 2 Middlesbrough defenders. Opted to try and go back onto his left. The opportunity went.
And Middlesbrough end up with a free kick, which they will take up towards somewhere close to the Leeds penalty area now anyway, from a couple of yards inside their own half. It's swung out to this near side, to the edge of the box. Hernandez is there, Berardi's there, and Berardi is not a defender to mess around in that situation. He's put his foot straight through it, and the ball flies into touch over the touch line on the near side down by the dugouts. And Middlesbrough will restart the game with a throw-in, which Howson will take for them down their right. And Howson looking for a little bit of movement, finds it in the shape of Ashley Fletcher, who just flicks the ball off, but it's well read by Stuart Dallas. Dallas is under a bit of pressure, gets the ball up to Bamford. Shotton's keeping a close eye on Patrick Bamford. Wherever Bamford goes, Shotton follows, and he got across just ahead of the Leeds player there, and the ball came into touch as a result. Leeds have the throw in, and those are the Leeds voices that you can hear across the chilly night air here in Teesside, as Harrison does well for Leeds, controls past one challenge and then lays off for Click, and Click has the option of Costa on the edge, and now into the penalty area. Comes back to Matthias Click trying to tee it up for a shot, maybe leads in each other's way a little there. Harrison, as he gets closed down, and then suddenly the break is on for Middlesbrough because Leeds have overworked that, and it's brought forward by Tavernier and then intercepted, and Leeds can come themselves as a result of that now. Cooper carries it for Leeds. Now Hernandez back out to this near side, and Dallas has Bamford on his left hand side into the edge of the penalty area, still going Stuart Dallas, and a great challenge from Ryan Shotton in the end that takes the ball away from the Leeds player, and Johnny Howson then just rolls his body around Pablo Hernandez and then gets it onto Tavernier. Tavernier scraps with Cooper. Cooper comes out with the ball, and then Leeds get it back again with Dallas to Harrison. Harrison down there, he's caught late there, but Leeds still have the possession, so advantage Leeds United. Click running parallel with the edge of the box, gives it wide to Luke Ayling on the right side of the penalty area. Luke Ayling holds the ball up, gives it into Pablo Hernandez, trying to get it back to Ayling. Ayling into the penalty area, and he's challenged successfully, and Middlesbrough get the ball temporarily at least clear before Costa steps in to get it back for Leeds United. Can Leeds begin to build a bit of pressure here, winning the ball back quickly? Look at the space for Harrison. And Hernandez, he tried the pass with the outstep, but Harrison's still in space on this near side, so Harrison gets the ball now from Dallas, takes it up towards the penalty area, low ball in towards the penalty spot, and it's Bamford who met it well, and he just couldn't turn it inside the post, and it hit the side netting, and that was better from Leeds United.
We're turning the ball over in our attacking final third. Middlesbrough keep giving the ball away. Just need that end product, that final pass to be there. This time Harrison's got the ball out wide. There's only one person in the box. Can we commit more bodies to get in there? Patrick Bamford did everything right, started his run closer to the far post, tried to get across the near front post zone, did everything he could. Unfortunately, just couldn't flick it towards goal, but the good signs are there, winning the ball high up the pitch.
Ball over the halfway line from the goal kick, and then at the back is Berardi. He nods the ball on, looking for Cooper, beaten to it by Fletcher, comes back for Berardi, and now Harrison. Can he win the ball? No, Howson comes away with it, and Howson to the edge of the centre circle, plays the ball to Makudi, the new signing, recent signing at least, deadline day man, and then Middlesbrough keep possession on the halfway line with Wing onto Tavernier to Fletcher, and Leeds have to try and close him down. Now the ball's at the feet of Howson. Howson gives it to Clayton, and Clayton into the centre circle to Saville. And Saville back to McCoody. And McCoody goes back into his own half to Shotton as Leeds close down successfully. And then the ball is cleared forward back into the Leeds half again. And now there's a lot of space. Leeds have got to close the door here as Coulson comes into the penalty area. Kiko Garcia's got to break as Fletcher runs out towards this near side of the box. They've got to close him down here. He tees it up for the shot on goal, and it's going to go wide. And the shot ultimately for Leeds is exactly what they needed from Lewis Wing. He mishit it, and it rolled harmlessly wide because Leeds were caught badly.
And when Fletcher's picked the ball up, I'm in my head screaming, someone close him down. It's almost like people just filtered it back into a shape and a position. And it was almost like, right, do what you want with it. Thankfully, the shot just trickled wide of the far post. But alarming signs are there. If you're not bright, get hurt.
Hernandez and Harrison link up really well, and Harrison can attack the box. He's got one man to get past. Harrison's still going. Shot, another great challenge, but Harrison maybe still has a second chance at it. Turns the ball into the penalty area from the byline. Keeper comes and punches. It comes back out for Stuart Dallas. Dallas delivers back in, looking for Bamford maybe on the edge of the 6-yard box. He can't flick to a teammate. Leeds don't have many players in that penalty area. Waiting on the edge for the ball to come out. It is cleared out down by the corner flag for a Leeds throw-in.
The key, get the ball in the final third. The Middlesbrough back four that we mentioned previous, back four tonight, it's been a back three, a back five. They're chopping and changing, they just look nervy.
So something there for Leeds to exploit, and maybe an opportunity just to risk it by throwing extra bodies in. Dallas gets the chance to cross the ball here for Leeds. He goes in low, and Shotton's there again on the edge of the 6-yard box to clear for Middlesbrough. Try and break. Tavernier's overhit it. Berardi can start something going for Leeds again with a pass to Click to Ayling just outside the centre circle in the Middlesbrough half, and Clicker's in space down the far side for Leeds, and he's picked out with a pass from Ayling, who gets the ball back from Click now Ayling delivers the ball. Friend with a header clear from beyond Bamford, and Cooper wins it back on the halfway line for Leeds. Now Dallas back into his own half to Berardi in the centre circle. Pace is really picking up. Now Hernandez has it, and again Harrison, if they look up, is in all sorts of space on this near side, but the ball is over on the far side where Leeds have lost the ball disappointingly, and that opportunity has gone away for the time being at least. Howson under pressure from Costa, who's come to this near side to close him down, but Howson's done really well there. He's wriggled away from the Leeds player, and he's got the short pass to Saville, and then Saville's helped it out further wide to Friend, and Friend goes over the halfway line and leaves it for Coulson and gets it back. And now again Leeds have a problem down that left-hand side as Friend looks to get across into the penalty area. Ayling comes across, and it comes off the Middlesbrough player and goes behind for a goal kick.
Just a handful of times defensively, it's almost like we're kind of hesitating a little bit and then realising, right, we've got to go close somebody down, or we've got to go fill the space someone's vacated a defensive area. Usually so slick. We work on these routines, the movements off the ball defensively so often in training.
Harrison from Dallas. Howson puts pressure on Harrison, and Harrison's forced all the way almost back to his own penalty area. Gives it back, short ball to Cooper. Can he keep the ball in play? Bamford and Shotton tussling.
Excellent.
And then Bamford lays the ball off, and he almost gets it into the path of the oncoming Stuart Dallas. He was strong there. Shotton is appealing for a foul against Patrick Bamford, but the referee had not awarded that. He'd awarded a throw in to Middlesbrough, and Shotton continues his protestations, and there's a change of boots down below us for Fletcher, so maybe the surface is just beginning to get a little slippery out there as the temperature drops. It's a cold night, and the breath of the players you can see visible in the air in front of them. Johnny Howson at the moment with a throw in for Middlesbrough. Fletcher still not back on, hasn't got his laces up yet. Harrison gets the ball from Dallas and then loses the ball to Clayton. Hernandez pursues Clayton back into his own half, and then Shotton plays a longer ball forward. Ben White wins the header for Leeds. It's a Tavernier who makes space for himself and then overhits the ball, so Costa gets it back for Leeds and goes wide to Luke Ayling on the far side, and then it's played infield to Patrick Bamford. Nice laid off header from Bamford, almost into the path of Costa. Middlesbrough have enough bodies around the ball to tidy up, and then they get the ball back off a Dallas header, but they're still in their own half, and Hernandez is trying to apply pressure in the midfield again, and Middlesbrough do work the ball out of that pressure position to George Friend on the left side for them, and it's from him to Clayton and then into Tavernier, who's operating on the left side at the moment as well. And then Pablo Hernandez again is in there quickly on Clayton, and the referee says he fouled Clayton. So Pablo Hernandez, in his rush to try and get the ball back from Leeds, gives away a free kick. And we take a check on the clock that tells us we've had nearly 29 minutes here at the Riverside Stadium. Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United 0. Leeds have had the one opportunity so far. Patrick Bamford header straight at the keeper. Trying to build something now maybe, as Bamford has to come from offside position to onside, and Shotton had got the ball anyway and gives it back to Pears, and then Pears out towards Makudi on the edge of the penalty area. On it goes to Fletcher, back on with a change of boots, and then Coulson skips away from Ayling. Onto the centre circle it comes, and Wing switches play to this near side to Johnny Howson. And Harrison's defending against Howson, who just rolls a little pass into the path of Wing, who turns and gives it back to Howson again through the middle for Middlesbrough. Now Fletcher, midway inside the Leeds half. Ashley Fletcher up towards the edge of the penalty area, and Tavernier trying to make room for a shot maybe. Forced away from goal by Leeds bodies. Gets it back, and then again has the ball at his feet, and now turns goalwards once more, and again will drive, and this time the shot goes wide of Kiko Casillas' left-hand post. But having seen his efforts thwarted once, he was basically handed another opportunity to try the same again.
I have to say, the best player for Middlesbrough, and he hasn't paid me to say this, by the way, is Johnny Howson at right back. He's dictating their tempo. I was thinking we're trying to dive in too much. He's intelligent, is Johnny. He's a really good technical player, so if you do that, he'll skip by you. He's got the quality to find a pass as well. Maybe just stand him up, let him have a couple of yards of space in front of you, but don't dive in. That's where he's good.
Dallas wins the ball well from Clayton, and now it suddenly opens up a little bit in front of the Northern Irishman. Up towards Pablo Hernandez on the edge of the penalty area for Leeds United. Rolls it back, great chance. Pears saves, and Costa's offside, and the ball goes over the top anyway. And that was a fantastic opportunity for Leeds United, with the Dallas shot saved by Pears, and then Costa was too far forward and the flag was raised for offside.
Well, probably about 5-6 minutes ago, we said we haven't really gotten in behind the back four, in behind the full backs. Really clever this time. We've drew Johnny Howson out, vacated that space, played it down the sides, worked it ever so well. Almost Stuart Dallas with the ball kind of stuck under his feet a little bit, trying to sort his footwork out a little bit, letting it come across his body onto his right-hand side. Good save by the keeper. Yeah, the follow-up from Helder Costa is irrelevant. It was offside. But the first real time, good movement, good intelligent plays, drawing, sucking people out of the position, going in behind, getting runners into the box.
As the ball comes forward, Leeds United have now had two good opportunities in the opening half an hour of this game. Click into Middlesbrough territory. Ayling goes on the overlap, but Click comes in field and he almost loses out, but it comes anyway to Stuart Dallas, and Dallas switches play to the left-hand side to Jack Harrison, who gives it back to Dallas just outside the penalty area. First touch to take it past the defender, but second touch to lose possession, and now Middlesbrough respond with a potential break of their own. Tavernier over the halfway line, held up by White, and then gives it to Dallas, and then Howson gets the throw in for Middlesbrough off the feet of Pablo Hernandez. So Leeds getting back quickly into position there to ensure that Tavernier didn't have the chance to put pressure on the visitors' penalty area. Throw in from Howson on the halfway line, foot in from White. Back to Howson it goes. Howson switches play now all the way across to the far side where Ayling wins the header, but it goes out of play for a Middlesbrough throw in. And George Friend over on that side, the Gantry side, TV Gantry side, will take the throw in for Middlesbrough. Almost on the halfway line. Still waiting to deliver the ball now. He throws it onto the head of Wing. Wing's header goes straight to White. And then it's Helder Costa who's stuck on the far side touchline. He can't keep the ball in play, Helder Costa. And so Middlesbrough midway inside the Leeds half now with a throw in. And it's taken into Ashley Fletcher, who turns towards the penalty area, some way from the box still. Goes back into the centre circle indeed to Clayton, and Clayton might be forced further back yet. Well, he stops and then he starts again, and Click lets it run, and Leeds almost broke on Middlesbrough then, but Middlesbrough end up with the ball to attack with themselves. Wing through the middle now. Has to stretch to get control. Dallas challenging with Tavernier. Tavernier still in there, and Dallas brings the ball away. Leeds have done well there, and then Dallas is surely fouled. Little arm on the shoulder of Stuart Dallas from Ashley Fletcher. And Leeds take a quick free kick so that Luke Ayling can set off on a bit of a sprint over the halfway line, and then he's brought to the ground, and Leeds will have a free kick. And Luke Ayling not best pleased with the challenge that's been made on him, and that will be a Leeds ball midway inside Middlesbrough's half. It's to the right of centre as Leeds United look at it. Pablo Hernandez is told to retreat a little with the ball, not very far to be honest, and then Hernandez respots it, and Leeds can throw players forward. They keep Cooper back on the edge of the centre circle, Dallas back on the edge of the centre circle, and Dallas it is who gets it. Hernandez gets the ball back from Dallas, so all the players still forward for Leeds United as Helder Costa has it now further wide. Can he get the cross in from the touchline? Costa up to the edge of the box, curls it in now, header down from Cooper, but it's headed into the path of Clayton, but Clayton's giving it away to White, and it comes back to Costa on the edge of the box for Leeds. Can he drive at the last defender who's into? Oh, he's pushed there, and Costa goes down. The referee looks at it, shakes his head. Well, I'm saying penalty is what I'm saying.
First glimpse, Bryn, the push surely is from behind into his back. To me, that's not a 50-50 challenge, not shoulder to shoulder. And once you're in that position as an attacker, you've got to favour the go towards the goal. Surely, as a defender, you can't touch him in that box. You can't do that push like the defender did there.
We have a replay of it coming up now. Helder Costa in. Well, click anyway to this near side. Harrison brings the ball down, drives it in. Pears gets fingertips to it, and Leeds have got nobody following up. If there was anyone coming in after the shot, it was a tap in there, but they come again with Costa far side of the penalty area. Leeds have lots of bodies forward. Ayling trying to get the ball in, chips it up now. Shotton will clear it for Middlesbrough as far as the edge of the box. That bounces over the head of Ayling, and then over on the far side, Coulson under pressure from Costa manages to get his foot underneath it. But Leeds maybe can come again if Cooper can control. Berardi instead has to get his foot underneath that one and deliver back into Middlesbrough territory. Leeds win it back through a good challenge from Cooper. Referee shake of the head again. Seen that gesture a few times this evening, most notably perhaps as Leeds look towards him for a penalty appeal just a few moments ago. Dallas at the back for Leeds United to Liam Cooper. 9 minutes of the first half remaining here. Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United 0. Matchday Live on LUTV, brought to you by Deliveroo Food Freedom. Berardi at the back for Leeds, gets the ball from Ayling, looks up and plays the ball into Helder Costa, and Costa back to the halfway line to Luke Ayling. And Luke Ayling then switches play from his side, the right to the left side, and Harrison first time touch, can't find Dallas, who was rushing to join him there, and it's pulled or carried away by Johnny Howson, and Johnny Howson with the ball forward to Fletcher in the Leeds half. Fletcher is caught in possession, and then Hernandez has it for Leeds right through the middle. Pablo Hernandez plays up to Bamford, edge of the penalty area, left foot drive from Bamford, saved by Pears, and the Middlesbrough keeper is getting increasingly busy here as Harrison carries it for Leeds now. Bamford waits for a potential pass from Harrison, who plays it. He's played it to the edge of the penalty area, but away from Hernandez, and Leeds get it back again. Pressure beginning to build. It's over the head of Hernandez. He can't do much with that. Costa's got to chase and put pressure on Friend. He does that, and it will be a Middlesbrough throw in, but it's still quite deep inside their own half.
It's the old saying in football, when you're on top, score a goal. And that's what I think we need to do, punish them now, because we're getting some great opportunities, getting some great positions. Be ruthless.
And they showed us footage of Patrick Bamford scoring a hat-trick here for Middlesbrough just a couple of seasons ago in the build-up to the game this evening. So Bamford has scored goals at this ground, and he had a shot on target there that was saved. He's had 2 goals on goal now, shot and a header, both saved by Pears. Leeds get the ball back with a throw-in inside their own half, almost in front of those mass ranks of travelling Leeds fans. Look at the space for Ayling as the throw-in is taken into him from Berardi, and now Hernandez in the centre circle, and Hernandez can pick a ball out. He picks it out to Harrison on this near side. Howson comes to close down. Harrison goes at the defender up towards the edge of the box. Click waits if he needs him, but Harrison is going it alone at the moment. Now I think Click will get the ball. Yes, he does. Click infield to Dallas, gets the ball back off Dallas, and Click tries to get beyond Johnny House in the penalty area, but the 1-2 doesn't quite come off. And then Cooper comes in to challenge Fletcher, and then it comes back to Tavernier, midway inside Middlesbrough territory, and then up to the edge of the centre circle, and it's delivered back into the path, cushion pass to Johnny Howson, to Clayton, and Clayton plays it into space looking for Coulson, but Dallas had read that all the way, and the Middlesbrough player couldn't control, and it came over the touchline in front of the Middlesbrough dugout for a Leeds throw-in. Stuart Dallas will take it. Harrison offers one option, short, and Dallas instead opts for Hernandez, who lays it nicely off a Click. Click almost caught late there, but Leeds get a throw in anyway. Dallas will take it this time in front of the Leeds technical area, gives it short back to Harrison. Now he'll switch play, gives it all the way to Costa on the far side. Friend is in front of him, and Friend has read that well and got an important foot in against Helder Costa. And then Friend just hooks it on to the halfway line to Tavernier. Costa has pulled Tavernier down, so that will be a Middlesbrough throw-in, just in from the far touchline. And in a fairly advanced position in terms of the Leeds half. So Leeds conceded possession and then conceded the free kick, and now they've got to defend.
Just a needless one, really. Got back into a position, tracking his runner, Helder Costa. And this is an ideal situation, what Middlesbrough, probably their game plan is. Take a bit of time off the clock, load the big men up forward, try and play for a set piece.
So Leeds have pulled everybody back into their own half, and in fact there's a two-man wall, despite the fact the ball's right out on the far touchline. There's a two-man Leeds wall between the ball and the penalty area, into which it comes now. Heads go up in there. Fletcher, will it drop for the Middlesbrough player? Well, it does drop for a half volley goalwards, but he doesn't get it on target. It goes wide, and Kiko Casilla takes a short, quick goal kick to Luke Ayling. Luke Ayling with the ball at his feet, moving forward for Leeds United now, looking at what's available. Helder Costa is available on the edge of the centre circle. He's fouled. Leeds get the free kick, and Helder Costa caught by Makudi. And Helder Costa wants to try and get the ball back. Leeds in a hurry to take this, but Hernandez can't take it because there's a Middlesbrough man standing right in front of him, and then the ref tells him to take it a little further back anyway. Obviously a pet peeve of the referee this evening. He's done that a couple of times. Dallas from Coulson, given away by Ben White, and Coulson then into Clayton, and Fletcher cushions a header over the near side touchline looking for Coulson, and Stuart Dallas can take a throw in instead for Leeds United. Into Harrison, and Harrison gives it back to Berardi. Berardi out wide to the right hand side to Luke Ayling. Oh, good ball down the channel for Click. Click needs a bit of support there. Ayling provides it over the top, looking for the run on that far side of Helder Costa against George Friend. Gets the ball away, fouled there by Friend. Caught at least once, maybe twice, and Leeds do get a free kick right over on the far side touchline, just a few yards away from the corner flag.
Just out of shot, you can see Luke Ayling speaking on the referee. Good experienced players. He's just saying, referee, how many times has that been from Friend? Must be totalling up. The yellow card's surely on its way, but again, getting in behind the fullback, looking to turn him.
So Harrison will take the free kick for Leeds. It's like a corner kick basically, but the ball is just a few yards out of the quadrant on the far side, and there's a one-man Middlesbrough wall between Harrison and the edge of the penalty area. It looks like it's going to be an in-swinger from the Leeds man. In it comes underneath the crossbar almost. Pears punches away two-handed this time successfully. Click wins it back for Leeds though, and Harrison has it now. Out over on this near side is Helder Costa. So the two players have swapped wings, and Costa's wriggled away from the marker, Howson, and then Howson shoves Costa in the back, and Costa still has the chance to get up and play the ball, and Leeds get another free kick. Almost identical position to the last one, but on this side, as we look at it from our position at the back of the main stand, just in from the corner flag.
Almost like an identical foul as well. Shows some good strength there, Helder Costa. Johnny Howson trying to read the ball on the bounce, trying to nip in front of him. Like I said, showed good strength just to roll him, get down the touchline and win a good free kick.
So 2 minutes to go in normal time. Not much to be added on at this stage in the first half. Leeds with this opportunity. There's a long line of players. It's almost like the Leeds players are going to do the conga in the penalty area as Hernandez plays it behind all of them Well, what a bizarre free kick that is, because Leeds had all made an advance move in the line, and now it's Middlesbrough who break because the ball was played only into an area occupied by red shirts, and now Tavernier has it for Middlesbrough midway inside the Leeds half and closer, heads up towards the edge of the penalty area now. Cooper gets a little foot in with a challenge, just about does enough to win the ball despite the Middlesbrough fans' unhappiness, and then Leeds almost lose it again through Hernandez and get it back again. Now if they up the pace they can break here. Middlesbrough slowing getting back behind the ball. Leeds have it and they slow things down a little on that far side. Well, Leeds got away with that one there because the free kick, what on earth went wrong there? Quite clearly that wasn't the plan, because there was a line of Leeds players who made a forward movement collectively, and Hernandez played it behind all of them, and they were the players in the box, and as a result Middlesbrough broke quickly.
For the life of me, I don't know what we were trying to do. You mentioned the conga. You're thinking, right, someone's going to break free, a little block on somebody to free a Liam Cooper up, a Ben White up. One of the conga members almost played him through in goal.
Well, Costa does well though down the right side to make space and gets the ball into the edge of the penalty area to Hernandez, takes a deflection, clips off the heels of the Middlesbrough man in front of him, and as a result spins harmlessly into the hands of Pears. And we're almost at the end of the first half here. It's gone by quickly. Leeds have definitely had the better of it, no question about that. Created the chances, and they'll be disappointed, I would suspect, to go off with a scoreline at 0-0 as it appears it's going to be at half-time. Wait for the board to go up down below us. Obviously going to be something on it as Middlesbrough attack themselves. Wing trying to put a bit of pressure on the Leeds penalty area as we move into added time now with the ball going up. Then suddenly Leeds can break and click onto Bamford. Bamford's onside. Bamford in towards the edge of the penalty area. Pablo Hernandez just has to hold the ball up a little. Hernandez with a shot. It's hit the post. It's beaten Pears, but it doesn't beat the post. And Leeds are a fraction away from the opening goal there. But they come again. Click with a driving shot. Matthias Click follows up with an excellent low shot beyond the dive of Pears. And Leeds, in added time in the first half, take the lead here at Middlesbrough. The pressure pays. Borough 0, Leeds 1.
The pressure does pay, Bryn. Turning the screw. Longer this half went on. Worked it ever so well. Pablo Hernandez, you think the chance has gone. Hits the post. Shows great composure. Recycled the ball. Laid it off to Click. What a finish, by the way. This time he clips the post, finds the back of the net. You have to say 1-0, deserved to take the lead.
So the Leeds players continue prolonged celebrations down by the corner flag, and that is a cue for Middlesbrough fans to get up and head off for the exits. Only the half-time exits, of course, but Leeds will know that they might have just instilled a bit of a sinking feeling in a side that's struggled so badly for form in recent weeks. You might even say in recent months. So Leeds United right on the stroke of half-time. Well, we did speculate as to whether there might yet be a chance for either side in the seconds that remained. Well, was there ever? Leeds created two, hit the post with one, and then followed up and hit the back of the net with a second. So Fletcher for Middlesbrough on the halfway line. Surely the last few seconds of the half now, because with the delay around the goal, the referee motioning Jack Harrison away from Howson, the free kick taker. And the Leeds United away section now is party land just at the moment. Howson gives the signal with a free kick from the halfway line. Referee allows play to continue. And all the excitement, missed the board going up, but Leeds can maybe break anyway. There's a 3v3 break. If there's time, there isn't time. What a shame. The whistle goes to the mouth of the referee. And it's the Middlesbrough home fans who are unhappy. You'll hear the boos maybe in the background, but over on the far side of the ground, the Leeds fans absolutely delighted. Just before half-time, Middlesbrough will restart the game. Leeds United having claimed the lead in the seconds leading up to the half-time whistle. The start of the second half is signalled. And Leeds try and put early pressure on Shotton. Well, Bamford got in quickly on Shotton there, but Bamford slipped and Shotton had a chance to recover as a result. And plays the ball quickly up into the Leeds half, where behind it is Liam Cooper. And Cooper spins on the ball and tries to get it up towards the halfway line. Shotton gets his body behind it, and then Harrison over the top for Bamford, who's onside. Shotton leans into him. and then plays the ball back into pairs in the penalty area. And he wastes no time in clearing it long into the Leeds half, where Berardi waits, controls and passes to Click, the goal scorer, and now Click to Ayling. And then Ayling goes with a square ball midway inside the Leeds half to Liam Cooper, and Cooper goes further wide to Stuart Dallas, up to the halfway line, and then back to Stuart Dallas, and then back to the edge of the penalty area and Cooper. And then Cooper looking forward for a bit of movement, gives it out to the far side to Dallas, and then Dallas back into Casilla in the penalty area. And now Berardi has the ball at his feet. Leeds content at the moment just to keep possession. Ayling back to Berardi. Leeds still playing on the edge of the penalty area. Berardi almost overhit that one to Cooper. Cooper gives it back to Hernandez, but then Leeds concede possession after all that work, and Middlesbrough have the ball and the chance to carry it forward. Fletcher lays the ball off to Wing. Wing midway inside the Leeds half, goes back a little way to Clayton. Clayton back a little further to McCoody. McCoody brings it out to the left side touch line to Coulson, who brings the ball infield from that position, and Middlesbrough hold it just outside the Leeds penalty area. Wing against White, gets the ball to George Friend for the cross. It takes the deflection straight into the chest of Kiko Casilla, who catches comfortably off the foot of Ayling and then throws quickly to Bamford on the halfway line. Bamford closed down by McCoody, but he lays it off for Ben White. Ben White pursued by Coulson, holds him off, gets the ball out to Stuart Dallas. And then Stuart Dallas to Hernandez, and then a little layoff, and now Dallas has worked into space. That's good approach play from Leeds. Dallas just stops, gets the ball back under control. Click lays it off again for Dallas, who puts a shot in on goal. Well, it's brilliant approach play from Leeds. I mean, just fantastic stuff attacking Middlesbrough, but in the end the shot was straight into the body of the Middlesbrough keeper Pears, and then he's thrown out, and Coulson battles away with Ayling and gets the ball away from Ayling, goes back to the halfway line and Friend. And then Friend into a gap, and now that opens up a little in front of Ashley Fletcher to attack the Leeds penalty area. Lovely challenge though coming in from Liam Cooper, perfectly timed, and then Luke Ayling gets the signal with a little hand in the back to fall forward. Leeds get the free kick on the edge of the penalty area.
Let's rewind it a little second and let's talk about the build-up play leading to Stuart Dallas. You mentioned it being brilliant. Some of the one-touch little flicks around the corner, exquisite. And we were speaking at half-time, what would be the key to this second half? Obviously goals, getting 2-3-0 up, obviously that's key, but just being professional, doing the right things in the right area. Which is
Timely suggestion, because Berardi just conceded the possession with a poor pass, and so Leeds are defending again here. Berardi with a header clear from the edge of the box, flicked on by Click for Costa. Costa can't quite control. It's a good challenge by Friend. Comes to Clayton, he puts his head down and sets off on a bit of run. Coulson has the ball now just outside the Leeds penalty area, looking to cross, and he does cross, and it's headed away towards the edge of the box now. Saville comes across to prevent the Leeds breakout, and this is what maybe we're expecting from Middlesbrough, a bit more of an attacking urgency about their play at the start of this second half, as Coulson comes again, gets the ball away from Ayling, plays it back for Wing. Wing just outside the penalty area. Cooper's under pressure, gets it back to Casilla. Casilla controls and then just clips it into touch over on the far side, and the noise level suddenly rises around the Riverside. Not really said that before yet this evening, and you might trace that all the way back to that Berardi pass out of defence.
And that's exactly the point we were saying, Bryn, about just being professional, do the right things, the right areas. Sounds like easy, sounds like you should be doing your jobs like that, but it's amazing. A lot of teams don't actually go out and do it.
Remember, Middlesbrough fighting for their lives at the moment in the Championship, but they're attacking as they have the ball again with a long-range drive, and Casilla, well, did he get a touch there? Yes, he did. So Kiko Casilla, fingertips over the crossbar there. Shot came in from some distance, and the Leeds keeper felt that the only option available from the left foot of Saville was to fingertip over the crossbar. So Middlesbrough have their first corner kick of the night. Leeds have defending to do. Wing has come across to the near side as we watch to take it. And plenty to aim at in the penalty area. Comes to the near post. Bamford's there with the header, and it goes straight up in the air, and then Shotton nods it back into the path of Wing, who's outside the Leeds penalty area, and then it's back into the penalty box with the ball. Friends underneath it, heads towards the penalty spot. Shotton tees it up, and then the shot from Howson is, he's off balance as he hits it, and the shot as a result goes up and over the crossbar. And Leeds have possession now. They could do with keeping the possession for a little while here, just calm things down a bit as Ayling carries it forward for Leeds, and he's given the ball away again, and that is maybe exactly what we've just been talking about there. Gives the momentum and the initiative back to the home team. Leeds do well to win it from the back though. Great work by Cooper. Now he gets the ball to Click. Now Leeds have runners going as Hernandez has gone over to the left of Matthias Click. He can't be picked out with a pass though, and Howson's there for Middlesbrough, and then Tavernier has the ball from Howson, and then it's switched. That's a poor pass from Tavernier, and it way too fast for Howson, for Coulson rather, and it's going to be a Leeds throw in just inside the Middlesbrough half.
It was interesting, really. I saw ex-Leeds player, ex-coach of mine, Glyn Snodding. Great to catch up with him, and he had a great saying: in possession, don't have to score every time you get the ball. And when someone says that to you, it takes a while to step back to actually think about that, because yeah, you want to, obviously that's the name of the game, putting the ball in the back of the net, but there's a time and place where you can try and go for the jugular, try those wieldy passes. It just seems at the moment that's all we're trying, where the simple pass is on. Yeah, it might not look as good as a 40-50 yard diagonal pass, but that's what will open Middlesbrough up.
Hernandez miscontrols on the edge of the centre circle, so Tavernier gets the ball to run at going forward. Dallas is stride for stride with him. In fact, he's faster than Tavernier there, and the ball is just run out of play as a result of Stuart Dallas's efforts, and so Leeds United have a goal kick. Yeah, 5 minutes of good possession from Leeds, maybe just quieten those home supporters down a little. There's a greater urgency about Middlesbrough's play, no question, at the start of the second half, but if they haven't got the ball, they can't be urgent. Leeds carry it forward now with Liam Cooper from the back. Run is made down the far touchline, and the ball eventually finds Jack Harrison, who skips away from the challenge, brings the ball in field now. Harrison still going up towards the edge of the penalty area, lays it out to Costa. Costa gives it back to Hernandez just outside the box for Leeds United. He'll have a shot, and Pears with a great save at his near post. It came at him wickedly there from Pablo Hernandez, and the keeper had to push it up and over the crossbar and behind for a corner.
It's amazing. It's like the players who just listen to us, Bryn. Keeping the ball simple, not trying anything difficult, creating overload out on the far left-hand side. Great strike from Pablo.
So Harrison corner kick in front of the huge travelling army of Leeds United fans. In it comes to the penalty area. It's gone in low, and it's hit, I think, Berardi and gone behind, and it's going to be, no, it's the last touch of a Middlesbrough man. So Berardi was marked as he made progress towards the ball there. Middlesbrough keeper at the moment in line to be home side man of the match as Leeds attack the edge of the penalty area through Harrison. Low cross is cleared away by Howson. Comes out for Hernandez, who delivers to Costa on the touchline. Gives it back, lovely ball back, and now Harrison from Hernandez. And he goes down on the edge of the penalty area. Huge roar from appeal from the Leeds fans behind the goal there as Harrison stumbled over the challenge. I think the referee had just almost turned his back away from that one. I'm not sure that maybe somebody ran across him. Well, he was looking at it, in fairness, but he didn't see anything untoward. And Leeds have a second penalty appeal of the evening dismissed. And Middlesbrough now have a throw in, and the ball is back with Ryan Shotton as we get the second replay. I'm not sure whether Harrison got clipped there or jumped over a challenge. Anyway, nothing was given, so it's irrelevant. And Costa puts pressure on the figure of Makudi, and Makudi's ball comes off Costa. Midway inside their own half, Middlesbrough have a throw in. And George Friend, the captain, will take it. 10 minutes nearly gone in the second half. Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United 1. Matchday Live on LUTV brought to you by Deliveroo Food Freedom. Leeds United throw in their own half. As we see former Leeds defender Jonathan Woodgate on the monitor screen. Tough times for the former Leeds man in his first managerial role here, having been a coach previously with Middlesbrough. Stepped up into the hot seat, and it's become a very hot seat recently as Leeds attack now. Dallas with some space, carries the ball forward. Now it goes beyond Bamford. He'll do well to keep this in. He does keep it in. It comes off shot now and stays in play. And then Saville, under pressure from Dallas, gets it away as far as Cooper, and he's caught late. And that will be a free kick to Middlesbrough. Johnny Howson it was who was the victim in the challenge. So it's a free kick to Middlesbrough, just outside their own penalty area. And Pears, the goalkeeper, who's made a number of good saves for Middlesbrough tonight, who takes the free kick for them. Over the halfway line. Header is won there by Cooper, but McCoody then for Middlesbrough. And then Dallas over the halfway line. Well, Bamford will chase. Shotton's there first, though. And Shotton goes all the way back to Pears again. And Bamford keeps the run going. And Pears just pushed the ball invitingly ahead of himself there, but not quite close enough to Patrick Bamford. But Leeds continue to try and keep the pressure on the man in possession, and they do well with that again, as Click forces the error. And Saville can't keep the ball in play, and Leeds have a throw-in as a result, level with the edge of the Middlesbrough box.
A lot's been said about Matthias Click this week. The distances his runs, was it over
12k?
12k. Do you do that, Bryn, in your game?
12k I do maybe twice a year, but that's in an actual charity event. That doesn't involve kicking a football. And there's Click putting a few more metres on that total, trying to get across into the box for Leeds United, and it comes off the tall figure of George Friend, and it's another Leeds United corner kick, this time as we watch on the near side with Leeds United kicking towards the away supporters. Hernandez will take the corner kick from this side, and Pablo Hernandez looks again at that line. The Congo line has formed up around the penalty spot, as it did for the free kick in the first half. Curled in from Hernandez, headed clear towards the edge of the box, and Jack Harrison loses out to Tavernier, gets it back off Tavernier and tries to play ball forward. I think he may win a corner kick for Leeds there, and he's done really well. I'm pretty sure Jack Harrison played for that, didn't he? Played it off the Middlesbrough man to go behind for the corner.
It looked that way, Bryn, because he had nowhere to go, really. And the way he shaped up, like I say, just played it off him, trickled out for a corner, did excellently.
So Harrison takes the corner kick himself, short to Click. Click comes out to the box to Costa. Costa looks to deliver the ball into the penalty area. Shot and heads clear. And it's a header into the path of Tavernier. Quickly closed down by White. Good work by Ben White to keep the ball in that Middlesbrough half. He just slid in front of Tavernier and knocked the ball out of touch for a throw-in. And that level of work rate required for Leeds United throughout the course of the evening and every game. Keep the pressure on the man in possession. No easy pass. 58 minutes gone here at the Riverside Stadium. It's throwing down the line. Dallas with a header, stays in play, and then it's hooked on. Berardi defends. First touch is not the best from Berardi, and then the second touch is a challenge, successful challenge according to the referee. And for a moment the Middlesbrough players rush towards him asking for a free kick. Nothing doing. The ref has been pretty lenient, it has to be said. Ayling forward for Leeds. Costa won't keep the ball in play though. Sails beyond him and out for a throw in.
Don't mind that from Ayling. It's the right option. Again, just trying to turn the fullback.
Poor throw. Straight into the head of Click. Tries to get it back to Costa. Costa may win it back on this near side. No, he doesn't quite. Can't keep the ball in play anyway. So Middlesbrough have the throw in, but still Penn back in their own half, the home team. Friend there, vastly experienced Middlesbrough player, George Friend. Where's the captain's armband? Throws the ball short down the goal, down the touchline. Flicked on by Click, but Friend is there for Middlesbrough again. Liam Cooper's looping header over the halfway line. Click just makes a back for George Saville, and that will be a Middlesbrough free kick, which they attempt to take quickly, too quickly. Well, Leeds have got a block on, but the ref said it was taken too far forward again. So it all starts back in the Middlesbrough, deeper in the Middlesbrough half. Saville goes all the way indeed back to Pears, the goalkeeper. And Pears with a ball in the D. Over the halfway line, onto the chest of Tavernier. Keeps it away from Harrison. And then Howson on the far side is under pressure, so comes back infield to McCoody. McCoody crosses the halfway line with the ball at his feet. Still going McCoody. Holds it up, then goes out towards the far side of the penalty area in Tavernier. Chases out towards the corner flag to get possession for Middlesbrough, and plays it back to Wing on the edge of the area, but he miscontrols. There's a break on for Leeds here potentially. Click will carry the ball quickly forward for Leeds. Now Hernandez joins in, and then it goes wide to Harrison. Harrison runs straight into Johnny Howson. In fact, it's a block by Johnny Howson, an obstruction by Johnny Howson, and it will be a Leeds free kick. And I think it may be, is it? No, I thought maybe for a moment there the ref was reaching for a card. But again, just a quick word from ref to player, and then Leeds get the free kick.
The counter-attack was on as well. We sprung in numbers, they were good five. Almost like relay sprinters, aren't we, when we get going on that counter-attack? The speed and the tempo we go at.
Leeds hold the ball over on the far side touchline with Jack Harrison in possession. Scarves up above the heads behind him, over his shoulder and amongst the Leeds fans. Harrison holds it up, does well to get it to Hernandez. Hernandez comes through one challenge and then falls over, and the ref again lenient there. No free kick awarded to Leeds. Fletcher under pressure gets the ball to Clayton, but is it won back? Yes, it is won back, and now Leeds can break again in the Middlesbrough half. The ball goes wide to Harrison. There are 3 to aim at in the penalty area. If Harrison can get it over, he can't get it past the first man, and it goes behind for a Leeds United corner kick. They had bodies over then.
Well, 5v5, we just kind of slowed it down. I don't think the pass was on to go out wide, just trying to penetrate through the middle, because that's where most of the numbers, and that's where we're dangerous. Turn the ball high up the pitch, that's where you're going to create 1v1 situations, create an overload. So Middlesbrough, sooner or later, they're going to have to try and commit, trying to get back into this game. So we're bang on his tempo, on that closing down in packs. Very difficult for Middlesbrough to get out.
Well, the queue's formed around the penalty spot once more. Who's going to get to the head of the line here? Well, it comes all the way across. Again, it's beyond the line of players, and Hernandez was waiting, but it didn't come anywhere near him. So that one needs a bit of work, as it comes all the way back from Stuart Dallas to Kiko Casilla in the Leeds penalty area. And then Casilla plays the ball forward to Dallas, and he lays it wide to Berardi. And Berardi a little closer to the halfway line to Costa, gets it back. Leeds back in their own half, and now back in their own penalty area with Kiko Casilla in possession. Casilla is appealing for a bit of movement ahead of him, and then he goes long, surprisingly, and Bamford is not going to get to that one, and has come back from an offside position, and Middlesbrough end up with a free kick. And Middlesbrough are going to make a change now, first change of the evening, and it will be George Friend, the captain, who's coming off. And well, there's a shake of the head from the captain there, as he does shake the hand of Jonathan Woodgate, but there's a shake of the head at the same time.
I think he might have just picked up a slight injury. He's just gone over to see the physio. He's holding more. He was like hamstring kind of areas. So whether it's a change of
it's a straight swap, isn't it? Is it like Johnson? He has played in that wing back role, hasn't he, Johnson? He played in that role in the last game. So he's on the left side. And Leeds are defending on the edge of the penalty areas. Coulson almost breaks for Coulson. Coulson still going, goes wide. Shot is hit the crossbar. And Tavernier found himself in space then. And Leeds have cause to be grateful that Tavernier's shot was just rising a little. It had beaten Casilla, but hit the crossbar and went over the top.
Well, hopefully that's the wake-up call, because we just switched off, fell asleep straight away from the substitution. And sometimes throughout the game, you do need that little wake-up call just to keep you sharp and alert. Don't switch off, because we've been the dominant team. It's just the warning sign. They've got the players, Middlesbrough. If you give them time and space, they can hurt you.
Harrison has the ball over on the far touchline for Leeds. He's done really well. He hadn't kept the ball in play, as it turned out. Looked like he'd spun away from Shotton's challenge, but the ball had crossed the line in the process. And it's thrown down the line to the man who's just hit the bar. Come closest yet for Middlesbrough. Defensive header goes straight back to Tavernier, and then Cooper has to step in, doesn't make the first challenge. Middlesbrough bring it out with Fletcher, and then it's played rather hopefully over the top. Berardi's there to tidy for Leeds, and then Leeds get a throw in level with the edge of the box, and Fletcher had stepped in front of Pablo Hernandez there to force the throw in. And Leeds have players warming up on the touchline as well. Roberts, Alioski and Shackleton all out of the dugout. I think Middlesbrough are preparing another change here. It's a change that Jonathan Woodgate needs to the game. Almost got it there as he brought one sub on. In the same moments they hit the crossbar. Now the second change is about to be made, and Metcher is coming on, or will be shortly. And there's Hernandez for Leeds, who slices it to clear it, and Leeds have not got it very far, but they maybe can break now, because there's a lot of space for Helder Costa to run into. Click has been caught late there off the ball, but Costa will carry it in the meantime anyway. Ayling has gone outside of him. Middlesbrough get bodies back. Great ball into Luke Ayling in the penalty area, goes to the near post, close on, it's broken in front of Bamford and off the feet of Shotton and into the hands of a very, very grateful Ainsley Pears. Click stays down, and Leeds come within inches of that important second goal.
The build-up play, the patience Costa showed as well. Superb, because had nowhere to go. Wait for Ayling to do the overlapping run. And you just think when Luke Ayling's in that situation, it's almost like Patrick Bamford's blocked the own goal attempt. I'll say an own goal attempt from Shotton. It's touched Patrick Bamford, and it's almost kind of he's blocked it. As soon as Luke Ayling gets to those positions, it's like ice goes through his veins. He slows everything down. Very good at picking the right option, and he almost did. You feel a second goal now surely finish the game off. Obviously, hopefully in our favour, but no substitution being made by Middlesbrough. Looks like Mateus Click got that knocked to the face. Seems fine walking off.
Well, the change for Middlesbrough sees Saville, the central midfielder, coming off, and Lucas Mecha coming on, and he goes into a forward role. And I wonder whether Middlesbrough are throwing an extra man up top now. And Mecha played up front as a 2 with Fletcher in the game at the weekend. Rather, Sambalonga played up there, but they have him on the bench this evening. So they have tried a number of different systems, Middlesbrough, but it's goals they're chasing now. And Leeds know it. Leeds have got to keep composure, shape, focus, concentration, and keep the scoreline as it is. 1-0. Middlesbrough attacking again with Howson. Lively infield to Tavernier, and then Wing is tackled successfully, but Tavernier is quick to the second ball, and then it comes out for the near side to Coulson. He can't get the ball beyond Luke Ayling, but Middlesbrough do have a throw-in level with the edge of the Leeds penalty area. Thrown into the edge of the box now, and Mecha goes back to Clayton, and Clayton goes back to Makudi. Makudi plays it on to Coulson. Ayling does well, gets the ball to Costa, back from Click, and then up on the halfway line. Makudi and Bamford battle away. Makudi's big and strong and throws Bamford to the ground and carries the ball away himself out to the edge of the penalty area. Ayling, great foot in from Ayling, and then again clipped away but given away from Leeds. Not the best clearance, and Middlesbrough come once more. A little period of pressure this now that Leeds are having to cope with here. Still Middlesbrough have the chance to get a ball in. They'll get a corner kick from the pressure that's applied by Marvin Johnson down the left hand side for Middlesbrough there, and Leeds have more defending to do. And Lewis Wing is going to take the corner kick that results from that short period of pressure that was put on the Leeds penalty area there. Leeds had chances to get the ball away and didn't really take the opportunity presented, so now they have to defend. In it goes, swung in towards the danger area, up in the air, over the crossbar, and that's going to be another corner. So off a Leeds head. And as players rushed in to meet the ball then, delivered as the in-swinger, which I'm sure this one will be as well. And it was the player on the near post who got it behind. Leeds watch the run of Coulson that comes in late, and then it goes back into the penalty area again. Heads go up in the penalty area, headed out towards the near side of the penalty box, where Hernandez again just hooks it up in the air, and then Costa's underneath it now. Can Leeds play better possession? Well, Bamford couldn't get to that one. Coulson got in ahead of him, but Leeds won't be too disappointed as they end up with a throw-in. So just trying to... Leeds need to get back on the ball and just play a bit of... dictate the tempo of the game. At the moment, they aren't doing that. Middlesbrough are doing their darndest to do that. Click now Ayling, and Ayling goes across the edge of the penalty area to Liam Cooper. Middlesbrough definitely push further up the park now. An extra body thrown up there alongside Fletcher, so Leeds must be more space for them to play in if they can attack at the other end. Harrison trying to do that now, goes the ball out wide to Hernandez. Hernandez keeps going too far away from the edge of the penalty area. Now Click, Dallas rather, in it goes to Harrison. Harrison's by the corner flag. Harrison has Clayton in front of him, so he goes back. Leeds are holding possession here with Dallas. Now Hernandez, but Hernandez hasn't read the ball back, and now Leeds have got to get back quickly because there's a break on for Middlesbrough as Tavernier carries it, and he's played it into space onto the near side to Fletcher. Great challenge comes in from Ben White there, time to perfection, because Fletcher was stretching his legs towards the ball in the edge of the penalty area there. Leeds concede a throw in, but it could have been worse. But they've got to get back and close down now, because space has opened up. And from the edge of the 6-yard box, Berardi gets onto it. Now there's confusion there. Casillas got to come and take control, and the goalkeeper does come belatedly and gather the ball off the head of Gaetano Berardi. But this is Leeds at the moment, kind of making their own problems a little bit. There's a bit more of a spring in the step of the Middlesbrough players. They've got an extra body up front, although Fletcher has just dropped to the ground, clutching his right ankle, and doesn't look entirely happy.
It's almost looked, since the substitutions, the change of formation, they've gone 4-4-2 with Middlesbrough. It's given that little bit of a bit of lease of life, a bit of wind into kind of the sails, because we were kind of drifting through this game up until that moment. It just seemed for defensively from our situations, just not kind of switched on to certain little things. When usually opposition played two up top, you see Calvin Phillips drop into that role to make kind of the third extra centre half. Just not kind of gathered where we need to be out of possession, and that's just had a little domino effect. We're just a little bit nervy, not clearing as lines as clean as we liked. Middlesbrough picking up a few second balls, but we just need to get back to, like you said, Bryn, just calm the game down. And if it's 4-4-2, there's going to be that extra body for us in the middle of the park, so utilise it due to our movement, our shape, as Jamie Shackleton looks like he's about to come on for us.
Well, changes for both teams here, because Fletcher's game is over. He's gone off injured, and Assombalonga is now on for Middlesbrough, and Shackleton is about to join the play for Leeds United. We wait for the board to go up, and it will be Pablo Hernandez who's put in another good shift for Leeds tonight. And Hernandez will be replaced by Shackleton. As we glance up at the clock, it tells us that there are 18 minutes of normal time remaining here at the Riverside Stadium. Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United 1. Matchday Live on LUTV, brought to you by Deliveroo Food Freedom. These are key stages of the game now. Leeds have not threatened much in the second half. Pez made a decent save on his near post to push a shot behind. Leeds could do with maybe playing a bit more of the game up and around the Middlesbrough keeper. The home side are doing their best to get back in it. Can Bamford get on this longer ball? No, Shotton gets there before him with the clearing header, but now it is picked up. Shackleton's first touch is a little heavy though, and Leeds have to try and win the ball back on the halfway line. Middlesbrough cross that halfway line now, with Howson in possession down the far side touch line. Chance for the Middlesbrough player to attack the edge of the penalty area. Cooper stands firm and carries the ball away for Leeds, and Cooper actually stabs it on. Now there's a break on for Leeds, because racing forward down the left hand side is Jamie Shackleton. He's got Bamford in the box, Costa just outside the penalty area. Shackleton's going it alone. Great challenge again from Shotton, time to perfection, and stopped the Leeds player in his tracks just as he was weighing up his options there. And so Middlesbrough start again from in their own half. Clayton in possession, goes square to Mukudi, and Mukudi to the left side to Johnson, and Johnson up to Assombalonga. Assombalonga holds the ball up and can't get it beyond Gaetano Berardi, who reads it well, and the ball comes off his foot and goes over the near side touchline. Now the referee is coming to the near side to have a word with, was a yellow card coming out? I think Marcelo Bielsa is going to be the first booking of the evening. That's exactly what's just happened. So Marcelo Bielsa gets a yellow card. 74 minutes gone. Middlesbrough throw in. Almost level with the edge of the Leeds box. In it goes to Assombalonga. Berardi's got the ball away from him, and then there's a foul anyway. A little, is it offside or a little tug back maybe there on Berardi? Whatever, it's a free kick to Leeds just outside their own penalty area. Leeds more than happy for that to be the case now. Slow the game down as we head towards the final 15 minutes here. Kiko Casilla takes his time over the free kick and then takes it short to Berardi. And then Berardi with a longer ball spins off his right foot, but it's not a bad idea actually, because the defender near side Johnson can only head it into touch. So Leeds advance some way up the park and have a throw in, which Ayling takes. Clever one into Costa. Costa holds the ball away from Shotton and then delivers it well to Dallas. Dallas has Harrison waiting wide. He gets the ball now, and Harrison, he's played it behind Helder Costa there. Can Leeds win the ball back still on the edge of the Middlesbrough box? Well, Tavernier has done well under pressure. and gives it to Johnson, and he sets off with a bit of a run, and Harrison's tracked all the way from one side of the park to the other to force the Middlesbrough man backwards, which is where he goes to Shotton, who launches it into the Leeds half. Berardi gets in ahead of Assombalonga with a header straight to Makudi, and then Makudi up to the halfway line, and Shackleton. Shackleton's so unlucky there to get penalised. I don't think there was anything wrong with Jamie Shackleton's challenge, and I think it was Marvin Johnson who realised he'd lost possession there, went down, and the referee bought it basically.
I thought Jamie Shackleton just read him, telegraphed he was just going to spin inside Johnson, and Shackleton, full of energy, low sense of gravity as well, changed direction, just got in front of him. To me, it's not a free kick.
It's taken up towards Coulson on the edge of the box. The ball runs away a little from him. He has to go towards the corner flag to try and retrieve. Two Leeds players there with him. One of them's Ayling. Ayling's got the ball and he's pushed to the ground. Luke Ayling. Brilliant. Luke Ayling. That should be known as the Ayling.
I'd love to be 16, 17, starting my career again, Bryn, because that is one tactic I would definitely add to my
as a fullback.
game. I think it's absolutely superb what he does, Luke Ayling. I've never seen a fullback that does it consistently as well as he does, and it's clever. He's going to buy the free kick.
So, chance for Leeds to get the ball as far forward as possible here. Casilla over the halfway line, but over the head of Costa as well. Drops nicely for Johnson. Wing in his own half. Diagonal pass to Tavernier in the centre circle. Tavernier goes back to Ryan Shotton. There's a real openness to Middlesbrough's play now. Can Leeds exploit that? As the ball is at the feet of Assombalonga, turning towards the Leeds penalty area. Short ball brings Metcher into play. Metcher looking for the shot maybe. It's blocked and it breaks to the left side of the penalty area to Jack Harrison, who's happy just to scoop it up towards the halfway line. Shotton's there, waits and lets the ball roll over the touchline for a Middlesbrough throw-in, which he takes himself down the line to Tavernier, but Tavernier loses out, then Leeds can't keep the possession, and it's scrappy, and Makudi comes for Middlesbrough, and it's played to Coulson, and Coulson brings the ball in from the touchline, looking to attack the edge of the penalty area, gets across in, Casilla punches clear, and then it comes back out on this near side for Coulson, maybe for another attempt to get the ball into the box, held up by Ayling, comes out on this near side, this time for Johnson. Johnson takes it towards the byline, he curls across in, that's better from Casilla. He caught that one, as possibly, arguably, he should have done the first one.
Well, it's a good sign that the players are kind of learning as they go along. Because as you said, Bryn, the first one was easier to actually maybe like catch the ball instead of opting for the punch, but showed good hands that time though, did Kiko.
So ball on the far side. Leeds certainly not playing in the Middlesbrough half anything like enough for the sake of the old ticker here, as Makudi goes back to Pears. Now, can they get up and get pressure on the Middlesbrough player in possession? Maybe the run rate has dropped off just a little in the last few minutes, as Assombalonga has gone back into his own half to win possession for Middlesbrough. Gives it back to Shotton. Shotton has time to pick out a pass, and then there's a foul on Liam Cooper by Tavernier, and Leeds are more than happy with that decision on the part of the Middlesbrough player there. And Cooper himself will go back to take the free kick for Leeds United. He pings it forward straight into the head of Makudi. Makudi's header clear for Coulson. Coulson has to head back towards the edge of his own box to Johnson, and then it's back to Coulson in the centre circle, and suddenly Middlesbrough have runners here, and Coulson may go himself right through the middle. Well, he does try, and he runs straight into Liam Cooper. Possibly wasn't the best option for the Middlesbrough man there. Shackleton onto Costa. Costa lays off, but again, fancy flick when just keep possession, guys. Ball in the centre circle. Howson for Middlesbrough. White steps in ahead of Assombalonga. Now they can break, because Harrison gets the ball on the halfway line. If he keeps going forward, there's a lot of space. He's still going. He keeps going with the ball at his feet. He's into the penalty area. Harrison shot just wide. Oh, he could have wrapped it up there. It was a great run from Jack Harrison, and the shot was just the wrong side of the post.
Did everything right apart from the finish. Go across the keeper if you can. And that's the first time we've had a little spell going forward, because to be honest, it feels like a little edgy because we haven't just got that control in the game. I just don't think we've got to grips of Middlesbrough's formation, but as I did everything right there, Jack Harrison. Just go across the face of the goalkeeper.
Well, Leeds can try again because they have the ball with Bamford and Shackleton, and now Costa. And Costa can maybe attack the last man as he goes up towards the edge of the penalty area. It's a lovely ball in. Oh, it's just ahead of Patrick Bamford, who was arriving a moment too late. And then Howson slides in and gets the ball away from Harrison, who's a little tired as he chases back on the far side. And Howson continues his run as a result, gets the ball up a little further forward to Wing, and then Wing infield to Assombalonga. Assombalonga midway inside the Leeds half goes out further wide, and there's a chance of a shot maybe from outside the box here. Cooper, great foot in from Liam Cooper, because Metcha was shaping for something there on the edge of the box. So Leeds still have to defend, and they have to defend a throw in, and Howson jogs forward. Both the sides, you have to say, maybe looking a little weary at this stage. Ball thrown in and is received back by Metcha, and then on the edge of the penalty area it's Tavernier with a low ball in, stabbed away from the penalty spot by Ben White over the head of Click. So the pressure remains on Leeds as the ball goes wide from Clayton and delivered into the penalty area now. Ayling comes with Coulson, good header down. Now Leeds can work the ball away with Helder Costa. Need to keep possession here. Costa still going. Maybe he's overrun it. No, he's pulled back there, and this has got to be a yellow card because Helder Costa had got past Makudi there, and whilst he was still a long way from the penalty area, things were opening up in front of the Leeds player, and he just got a little hand on the shoulder, I think, or a little pull back, and he stays down and takes a little breather, and we have the first yellow card to an outfield player of the evening. You just get the feeling now Leeds could actually just run at Middlesbrough now.
That's the key, because the way the Middlesbrough is set up, they're pushing bodies forward, the two strikers, the two wide men as well. It's almost like they've gone four up top. So on the turnovers, you don't have to pass the ball, just keep taking the yardage in front of you, keep striding into it. Again, it does feel a bit edgy, a bit nervy, because, again, go back to what I just said moments prior about the control. It doesn't feel like we've had the control like we had Reading second half, Bristol City the full 90 minutes. So it's a big 10 plus minutes is this.
Yeah, because we're inside the final 10 minutes here by a couple of minutes now, but we're anticipating, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 to be added at the way things are looking now. Helder Costa is back on his feet again. Did look like he did get winded maybe there as he fell, and he comes to the touchline towards the Middlesbrough technical area to await the signal to rejoin the action, and Leeds will restart the game with a free kick, which Matthias Klick thought about delivering short to Ayling, thought again, and then does deliver short to Ayling. Oh, his first touch is poor. Ayling's got to recover that one quickly. That's the concentration and the focus. Berardi has it at the back for Leeds. Into the centre circle. Not the best ball from Berardi, in all honesty, but White reads it and recovers it, and then it goes back to Kiko Casilla, and then Kiko Casilla, he kicks it long out towards, swings out toward the near side as we watch. Bamford does well, really well. Now Costa has it. Costa can run at the penalty area maybe here. Klick's gone off him. Oh, and the defender's got in just to block the pass to Matthias Klick from Helder Costa there, and it rolls back into the path of Pears, who drops the ball to the ground, and then from the edge of the penalty area clears up into the Leeds half. Liam Cooper with a header down. Klick is in space, a lot of space for Klick, but he goes back to Kiko Casilla, and Kiko Casilla to his left of the penalty area to Liam Cooper, who goes back to Kiko Casilla again. And we've had 84 minutes of the game here at the Riverside Stadium. Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United 1. Liam Cooper with the ball at his feet. Now it's a long diagonal ball looking for Costa, intercepted by Johnson, who stretches out, but in stretching and volleying the ball, it goes over the touchline for a Leeds United throw in, and Luke Ayling goes to retrieve the ball from the fourth official, and again right on the halfway line, throw to Klick, back to Ayling, and then back into his own half to Berardi, and then Berardi left foot over the top. That's a good looking ball. If Bamford, oh no, well, he's given offside there, Patrick Bamford, but I would have thought that was maybe a close one, because he rolled off the player as the ball, or it appeared, rolled off the player as the ball was delivered. Yeah, close. Right in front of the ref's assistant. And Pears has come a long way out the penalty area to take the free kick, which goes up and drops just outside the Leeds penalty area. Leeds have bodies in there. Klick is one of them. Costa onto Bamford. Bamford holds it up, gets it to Shackleton. Shackleton can't get it to Costa though. And then Wing gives it to the edge of the centre circle to Tavernier. Tavernier looking forward, intercepted by Cooper. Cooper's forced out to the far touchline. Howson is in there, and it rolls off the foot of Cooper ultimately for a Middlesbrough throw in. Not quite sure how that didn't touch another player. 85 minutes ticks up. Good win back by Dallas, but then won back by Tavernier for Middlesbrough. Now Clayton has it on the right-hand side for the home team. And then he plays it short infield to Tavernier, midway inside the Leeds half now. Tavernier plays the ball on to Coulson. Good challenge by Ayling. Not a good challenge as it turns out. Free kick to Middlesbrough. And it's 3-4 yards outside the D. So it's in a really good position for the home team here. Just a little too anxious Leeds to try and win the ball back from Coulson, who did enough to earn a free kick.
Just inviting the trouble ourselves. No need for it at the moment.
So Middlesbrough tee the ball up. The Leeds wall drops back into the penalty area. Foul ultimately was, I think, from Shackleton. The final touch on the Middlesbrough man. It matters not at this stage. Leeds have work to do now. They're lining up. There's plenty of men in the wall, and all those charcoal grey, shocking pink shirts are in that penalty area. Lewis Wing quite clearly going to take this for Middlesbrough. He stands over the ball now. Referee making sure that the jostling in the wall is brought to an end before he gives the signal. And every player almost is a part of the wall here, both sides. Middlesbrough formed their own wall on the end of the Leeds wall, so clearly something they've worked on here. You would imagine they're going to try and break, and that Wing will try and get the ball through the gap that they create. Is that the plan? We shall see. Wing steps up now, drives it at the wall, but it breaks towards the edge of the penalty area. Shouts for a goal. Kiko Casilla. Oh, he just about gets his hands to that one. It's spun away from him momentarily there. And Ben Parker needs to be picked up off the floor, and it's all calm and we're okay.
Bryn holds me. The reason I was so nervy then, because it took a little deflection off Luke Ayling right in front of Kiko, but thankfully just not enough pace on the ball to just wrong foot the keeper, dropped on it. But these are just moments we mentioned about the free kick. We're inviting pressure on ourselves. We don't need to be doing it.
So we look towards the clock again and see that there are 87, nearly 87 and a half minutes gone here as Ayling wins a header defensively for Leeds. Cooper hesitates. Dallas had read it luckily. Berardi then, is he fouled? No, the referee again allows play to continue, and Middlesbrough get it back again with Coulson on this near side. He nods the ball on for Johnson. Helder Costa tries to keep him towards the near side touchline, and it breaks, and Harrison's gone to try and retrieve this situation for Leeds, but it's Cooper who's got to go and do that job now. And Liam Cooper, well, that's no nonsense defending. He just delivers the ball as far forward as he can, straight into touch, and didn't get great distance on it ultimately, so it's still midway inside the Leeds United half here. 88 minutes gone. Middlesbrough 0, Leeds 1. Now there's a chance for Leeds to break. Harrison carries it past one challenge. Bamford goes left of him. Don't need to do anything too extravagant here. Patrick Bamford back to Harrison again. Harrison has Click arriving. Not the best pass for Click. He recovers it though. Still going Leeds with the ball with Helder Costa on the near side of the penalty area. Luke Ayling goes on the overlap. Costa holds it and then gives it to Shackleton. Shackleton back it goes to Click and then into Costa. And then Shackleton sets off on a run and stops. And now he does get the chance to cross the ball, maybe Jamie Shackleton. No. Errs on the side of caution. Now he gets the ball back. No, he doesn't get it back off Ayling. And Luke Ayling saw the chance to play a 1-2 with Shackleton there, but it just rolled ahead of the Leeds man and went behind for a goal kick. Better possession though.
Yeah, I just thought we were going to do the right thing and keep the ball a little bit longer. The chance to try and get him behind had gone. That's why you just keep a little bit, draw him out of the position and go again.
Sombalonga and White battling away. Liam Cooper and White between them do a really good job, and there's a chance again for Leeds to break as White carries the ball. Harrison's and Akers on the far side. Howson just begins to close him down now, but Ben White's carrying it himself anyway. Gets the ball out to Harrison. Harrison can't get past Clayton, and Leeds concede possession when they could have kept it again there. Shot now from the edge of his own penalty area. Plays it straight into Stuart Dallas. Dallas nods it down. Harrison's chasing. Oh, he's fouled there. Wow. And that's really good. And that's going to be a yellow card. It was a foul straight through the back of Harrison from Clayton. And that's exactly what Leeds United require at this late stage in the 90th minute of the game.
That's a naughty one from Adam Clayton. You can see the players coming over as well, because he knew he wasn't getting the ball. And it's just desperation coming through back of Jack Harrison. It's there how you get injured as a player, and that's a naughty one that from Adam Clayton.
So Leeds have the free kick. It's midway inside the Middlesbrough half. Leeds fans standing to a man, woman and child on the far side of the ground as we look at it, anxiously awaiting the 5 added minutes that we're going to be playing here as the board goes up. 5 more minutes and we move into that added time now, with Leeds taking a short free kick. It goes out wide to the far side touchline. Can Leeds create something to wrap this one up? Dallas is trying to make room for the ball in, but he's lost it, and then he's conceded a free kick, and that will give Leeds, I guess, the chance to funnel back, get the shape back. They try and block the quick free kick that Middlesbrough are really anxious to take now. Players all motion forward, all up into the Leeds half. Header from Cooper, drops and then he's spun up in the air. Can Click win the second ball for Leeds? Not against Clayton. Comes back to Clayton again from Harrison's header, and then Clayton, long ball up towards the edge of the penalty. Surely back from an offside position there. Assistant far side, let's play continue. Good work from Dallas, really good work from Dallas to Harrison. Leeds, can they hold possession now? Chips it down the line to Bamford. Bamford with Shotton all over his back. Can't keep the ball in play, and the referee says that's a Middlesbrough throw in. And Leeds will chase to try and get the ball back with Bamford and now Costa. And Johnson over the halfway line. Good header won by Ayling. Shackleton in quickly ahead of the Middlesbrough man. And now there's a bit of pressure on Johnson from Costa, who's good at this, putting pressure on the man in possession. Just keep him down by the corner flag. Helder Costa still down there, puts a foot in. Helder Costa with a second foot in, still got the man in there, and eventually it comes up the line, and Ayling has to try and win it. Now Leeds do win it back with Shackleton. Shackleton can attack the edge of the penalty area. Ayling has it, can't control properly. Can he get the ball to Costa? He does get the ball to Costa. Bundled over by Makudi, but Costa holds possession for Leeds. Goes past, tries to go past the Frenchman, who gets the ball away to some safety as Dallas tries to make it ahead of Howson. Does that now then. There's good space for Harrison on the far side of the penalty area. Plays the ball in deep to Costa, who waits, and then it's headed behind by Johnson, and that will be a Leeds corner kick. And that's good play from Leeds United.
Brenham Torn, go to the corner, go get the second.
Just sit on it there.
It's every 5 seconds I'm changing my mind. I'm thinking, no, you're making the wrong decision, keep it in the corner, and then something opens up, you're thinking, all right, go for the jugular. But keep it in the corner now, boys.
Yeah, well, you could send all 10 outfield players to stand around the ball now, couldn't you? There's 3 there at least. Bamford, Click, Harrison, all in close proximity. Click is the one who has it. Now he's broken for Bamford. Bamford can run into the penalty area, and he tries the shot, and it curls well wide from Patrick Bamford's left foot there. But it absolutely opened up in front of the Leeds number 9, and Middlesbrough pretty much invited him to have a go at goal.
It was almost like he didn't want for it to open up, as more than happy and content for the ball to keep in the corner. Broke to him. Great chance just to wrap the game up. 2
minutes to go here at the Riverside Stadium. Middlesbrough with the ball in the Leeds half. Played out wide. Great interception from Stuart Dallas. Now work it forward for Leeds United. Get it up and over the halfway line. That's where he takes it. Harrison is in possession for Leeds now on the far side touchline. Will he come back? Yes, he does. To play the ball down the line, down the far side. It's a good ball. Bamford in a real battle here with Makudi. Makudi had an arm around his neck, but Click has come in to put pressure on the Frenchman, who loses it, slips, and Leeds get it back again. Now great ball from Bamford, and now there's space if they want it, or they can go back towards the corner flag. What are they going to do here? They just keep possession.
Keep the ball.
Probably the right decision as we head towards the 49th minute. Good play between Bamford and Harrison. Harrison's down by the corner flag in front of the Leeds United fans, olaying all their passes now. He's been held in there by Howson. Howson doesn't want to put a foot in, and Howson actually spins away with the ball, but Clicks come across quickly, and between the pair of them, Leeds get the throw in as well. That's great work over on the far touchline.
Superb. Special mention, Stuart Dallas has been absolutely superb yet again. That left back position, his energy, reading of the game as well tonight. Different class.
Well, we're inside the final minute now, and Leeds United have a throw in and a chance to keep the ball in an advanced position. As the ball is down the line in front of the Leeds fans. It's cleared over the halfway line though. Cooper with a towering header forward and then back into the Leeds half. White wins the header this time. Now hold on the ball. Shotton is under pressure from Bamford. Now there's a definite break on. No, Bamford's gone off. He was offside, and the ball runs through 2 pairs, and there are 20 seconds of added time to go here. So it's got to go forward from pairs as we move into the final few seconds, surely, of this game now. Up towards the edge of the penalty area. Shotton is up there. Leeds happy just to hook it up in the air, high into the air. Costa, can he control this? Can he keep the possession for Leeds? Not quite. Johnson is there for Middlesbrough. Referee takes a check on the watch. And there it is! It's full time at the Riverside Stadium. And it's been tight again, but another clean sheet, another 1-0 victory, and Leeds take another huge stride forward. Big win away from home. It's finished Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United 1.
And it feels like a big 3 points as well. It wasn't pretty at times in the second half, but guess what? You'll pick up the paper tomorrow. You'll say another victory for us. Another victory towards our tally of where we want to go, and that's where we're going. You can hear the fans on our right hand side in the numbers. They've enjoyed the Wednesday evening trip, but we go again. Another big game, Hull away, another difficult fixture, another team who need the 3 points as well, but keep chalking these 1-0s off. These clean sheets are massive. Second half at times wasn't great. I think defensively we can get those positions a little sharper, but you know what? Got that clean sheet, and that's all that matters. That's all that counts. Great effort from the boys yet again. 3 on the bounce. Great little run we've got going at the moment, Bryn.
Well, listen to the noise levels from the travelling Leeds United supporters marching on together, booming out as the Middlesbrough fans head dejectedly towards the exit. Different sort of performance at times from Leeds tonight, in the second half in particular. Just had to dig in. Created enough chances to have won the game possibly comfortably, but it was one goal from Matthias Klick right on the stroke of half-time that was good enough to win the game for Leeds, and in winning the game, Leeds United just open up a little bit more of a gap between themselves and the chasing pack. A big night, a big win. It's finished here at the Riverside Stadium. Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United 1.